Good evening, Central Indiana. Welcome to Porch. I'm live from Casey's Cause Studio, Saturday night edition. I got chargers and everything. I'm all discombobulated over here today, right now anyway. How we doing, folks? Saturday night. It is right now. Is it 8 o'clock? It is 8:04. It's been a while since I've just come in here and went live. I've had a few shows, of course, the weather show the other night with the storms, but it seemed like it's been months since I just come and sat in here and absolutely did nothing on air for a little bit and just lied to you guys as much as possible. So I was like, I need to go in there tonight and just go live for a little bit. I don't know. And then out of the blue, the best sweets in town, in my opinion, TT's Sweet Treats, Trinity, says, hey, I'm bringing you cupcakes. I was like, you don't have to do that. But she did. She's a sweetheart. And I'm telling you, look her up. Look her up online. She's got a Facebook page, Trinity Hansel. TT's Sweet Treats. And I got it dark in here because of the glare. But I made a post, and I tagged her in it. Her stuff is just so good. Her cake pops are phenomenal. And she brings over cupcakes tonight. One of them's got like an Oreo jammed in it. If you look at the photo, two of them do. Well, now there's only one left now. I'm just being honest. Joe, I know. I need to. I'm getting a glare, aren't I? But with the reflection up there, I just killed the lights in here tonight. And I'm just going by the TV screen and my monitor. But just delicious cupcakes. I mean, out of this world. If I had to go 1 through 10 on a scale, it was like a 9.2. The Oreo one was freaking phenomenal. She's very talented at baking cupcakes and treats, sweet treats. Look her up. Go on Facebook. Track her down. You need cakes, cookies. You look at her site. Trinity Hansel. Phenomenal. Thank you, dear. Didn't know she was doing that. I was getting ready to walk out of the house, and she said, are you going to be in studio? And I said, sure. And she's like, well, I'm bringing you cupcakes. So, yeah, there's no, it doesn't help to try to lose weight when you got friends like Trinity bringing you cupcakes at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. Love them, though. And she's the best. What's up, Zach? Delicious cupcakes, and I appreciate her doing that. She didn't have to, but I thought I'd share that moment with you. I heard there's another food place going in at White Castle. What's up, Nick? I did not. That's one I was unaware of. Didn't know it was happening. So I'm gonna have to track that down. Joe, yeah, no. I mean, okay, there's 2 less in this box right now. But I don't know if this is going to do them any justice. They're freaking phenomenal. I told Corey I'd put them in the fridge and he can eat on them. Speak of the devil. Trinity, I'm just bad-mouthing you up one side and down the other. There she is. That's a guilty culprit right there. I mean, look at that Oreo thing. Look at that. You see that Oreo one right there? Yeah, there was 2 of those. Now there's only 1. Phenomenal. And then there was something with chocolate on it, and I ate it. And by the way, the Oreo thing, the sponge has stuff. The cake's got stuff in it too, not just the icing. I don't know. Very talented young lady. There you go. She has extras for sale if anybody's interested. And I'm telling you right now, you need to be interested. Even if you're not interested, get interested. Right, Nick, I know. I had two, and I parked them. I could eat all of them. Don't get me wrong. You might find me out in the parking lot here in a coma in an hour. But I had two, and I'm going to put them up. Hello, Tricia. Trinity's very talented. I tasted her baked goods over Wood and Cotton one night with the cake pops, and I was like, these are the freaking best cake pops I've ever had in my life. Hello, Heidi. And now I've had her cupcakes. Yes, it's Oreo cake with Oreo buttercream. I mean, look at that. Ganache, chocolate ganache. All I see there is delicious. Yes, Oreo delicious with delicious Oreo delicious buttercup with a whole Oreo delicious on top of delicious, topped with delicious chocolate ganache delicious. And that's what I had. Then I had one with just chocolate sponge and chocolate on top of it. And I don't even know if I tasted it. No one's in here, and I just shoved the entire thing in my mouth. I was like, get in there. And so I was like, I gotta put these up. And Corey was like, if you'd have told me that, I'd have come over. He had just left town. She's extremely talented. TT's Sweet Treats. Look it up. Right there she is, Trinity Hansel. You need your sweets, your baked goods, things like that. That's your gal. And I'm not knocking any of the other ones in town that do it. I've tried many of them. I think that Sarah's Goodies at Sarah makes it absolute best chocolate cake, my opinion. But as far as sweet treats and cupcakes and cake pops and things like that, Trinity's fire. You cannot go wrong. She needs her own little busy bake store where that's all she does 24/7. She'd probably get tired of that though. But yeah, totally out of the blue too. Said she had extras, wanted me to try them. When are you going to be at the office? I was like, I'm actually getting ready to walk out the door right now. I'll be down there. Okay. And I'm not gonna turn down cupcakes. Does this look like it turns down cupcakes? No matter what diet I'm on. Well, Trinity, you're well on your way. Keep pushing your product. Extremely talented, delicious stuff. And around these parts, we like delicious stuff. I'm seriously, I could eat another one. I'm not going to, though. I'm not going to. I'm going to put them for Corey and Beth. The Oreo thing was insane. Yeah, insane. So you need to keep making those. I was thinking, instantly I thought Oreo, and I was like, what if she could do that with a Nutter Butter? Because the peanut butter chocolate in me was like, dude, I love Nutter Butters. And see, that's where I go wrong. I shouldn't be doing that. Say, no, Kevin, you don't need any more. Stay away from those Nutter Butters. Trinity, you will get there. I feel it in my bones. And hopefully it's within walking distance. I mean, Need to Do's right here. We could have another one right in this area. Anyway, get a hold of Trinity. She's got others left if you want to purchase. She can do that with Nutter Butters. I don't question your ability at all. I've seen your cakes. I've tasted your cake pops and your cupcakes now. Very creative, and I know she can do just about whatever. I don't Ah, you cannot eat peanut butter. See, now that is heartbreaking. That is just very sad to hear. Chocolate and peanut butter are like, it's the best. That's the nectar of the gods, is chocolate and peanut butter. Come on. Get a hold of her. She's got extras. And if you need cakes and things like that, hit her up. She does all that stuff. Sweet girl, sweet lady. Sat down there, and we were there for Christmas or something. Santa Claus, Bob was Santa Claus. We were at Wood and Cotton doing something. I think Bob was just coming in, and she had her stuff set up there at Chanel's, and yeah, she had cake pops, like giving away all these cake pops, giving them away. And I may have ate 3 or 4. I don't know. I kind of lost count. I went into a sugar coma. Nah. Delicious stuff. Thank you, Trinity. I'm telling you. I hope people message you and they sample some of the stuff that I sampled tonight, and they can see I'm just not blowing smoke. Yes, Sean and Bob are great. They're good people. They are good folks. I need to put those up and then leave the building, because I want a third one, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go 3. But I could very easy. All right, the other night we had some severe weather roll through. We're going to continue doing the way we've been doing it as far as coverage. If I'm able to get home or get in the studio and go live like that, I will. But I want to tell you guys this. There's a lot of people out there with their own weather stuff and weather sites and weather channels. I know we have quite a few watch me do the stuff here, but don't ever think that I am the weather guru, because I'm not. I gather from Zach and Channel 13 and 59 and the National Weather Service, and just feed you the information as much as I can. Luckily, I've not heard of any fatalities in Bloomington, which is a godsend. I'm not saying there hasn't been, but I have not seen anything online about it. Hit the west, the main damage, I guess. There was one in Carlisle, Indiana, and basically the same tornado in Bloomington hit on the west side of Bloomington. Very similar to the one that hit Powell's last year, almost the same path, within a mile of the same path. I was looking at that today on the map. So we dodged another bullet, and praise God for no one being hurt. Anytime I can, if I'm not at work, you can count on me to get you. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. He knows I pull everything up as much as I can in here, and I relay to you guys as quick as I get it. And from Abby, and from National Weather Service, and this channel, news channel, and that news channel. But like Zach and everybody, there's tons of them out there. You follow who you want to follow, and if you still want to tune into us, that's fine too. And we appreciate that, and we appreciate the people that follow us. Yeah, both of them were. Actually, Devon was north of it, and then the one as it went towards Brown County, it was in the air. It had lifted, but right behind Logan, and Zach will tell you, she's dodged 5 tornadoes easily in the last 2 years, right past her house. So I think she messaged on here or text me. It felt like the house is gonna blow away, and she lives right off of 46, just maybe 5 to 7 minutes outside of Nashville, closer to Bloomington, towards Bloomington on 46. What's up, Kurt? So everybody's fine. I haven't seen any fatalities. That's the biggest thing. the Humane Society got down there was hit, and we were thinking about doing a gather blankets and stuff like that, necessity items for them. But there's it's like a sub-assembly or a substation to the Humane Society. There's like 5 dogs and 5 cats, and they had moved them out that evening. So it kind of worked out well. They had someone right on hand with them, and I seen they are already getting donations in. So we'll probably sit this one out, and thank God they've got help down there. The region from Robbinsville to Clemson, a little tornado alley every year, strong tornadoes. Yep, that's it. That's the alley inside a tornado alley right now. Kind of weird. So, yeah, Sullivan, Bloomington, and parts south of there. So some of the same areas were hit last year, but again, no fatalities that I've been told. So we're lucky there. But February tornadoes, we can have them in any month of the year here. We know that. So, but I'm not the weather guy. I'm just a big mouth behind the map. And my focus is Martinsville, pretty much. We'll talk about the rest of the state, but my focus is central Indiana. We try to keep it close to home. Now, we'll say where there's other tornado warnings and be carefuls and things like that, but we're always going to come back to center. This is home, and we want to watch out for our locals. But appreciate all the support. I had a lot of people message me over the last few days, and then again tonight. Appreciate what you do, and thankful you're on air with us here at home. And 8 tornadoes from Thursday, 0 fatalities, 1 injury in Illinois. That's freaking amazing. And hopefully that's how the rest of the spring goes, no matter how many tornadoes we get. No injuries or no fatalities and things like that, because I'm not a fan of spring weather, tornadoes. I'm not a fan at all. I wish we'd just go from winter to summer with no thunderstorm transitions, tornado action. But anyway, that's what we got going on there. I wanted to say a little political action here. I am not posting it, but I'm going to talk about it in a minute. Supporting Beth on her quest to become county commissioner. Beth stood by my side. I'm moving to the mountains. Tornadoes are less likely. Matt, I'm telling you, that is insane. I wish they weren't at the beach. There's not very many tornadoes at the beach until the hurricanes come in. I could just sit in the sand. Supporting Beth in her quest to be a county commissioner. We have a long history of being together as far as spending time on campaigns and election stuff, and I'm wishing her the best of luck. That doesn't mean, I know Mr. Kirsch. I'm good friends with Carl. Carl's been in here a bunch and doing things. Love them all. But it's a no-brainer for me. Beth stood by my side during some very tough times when I ran for office. I know her and her family extremely well, and I can't think of a better individual to support us in Morgan County at our commissioner's level than Beth. So I was at a meeting with her today, and of course with Dan. I've discussed that online several times. That was one of the last things me and Tim were talking about. Do what you can to help Dan get elected sheriff. So, Matt, you should. But you know what? And I'll tell you the same thing. You can ask Beth. You guys are crazy. I did it. I'll never do it again. Never, ever, 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 ever. Like SpongeBob, 3 hours later, ever, ever, ever again. Y'all are crazy. I commend you. Win or lose, you're a better person than me. I would never do it again. But Dan and Beth, 2 folks that mean a lot to me in my life, and I've known them a while, both. Just could not do it. Matt, I didn't retire, but when I got out, that was the furthest thing from my mind was running for office. That was the furthest thing from my mind, and you want to run. After you dealt with 5 a.m. wake-ups and privates and Spec 4 Mafia and sand, and mine was more jungle than sand, and all this other fun stuff, and you want to run for office. And I guarantee you, running for office is going to be 10 times worse than dealing with them privates and Spec 4s. Not a chance. But I hats off to all of y'all, no matter who it is. Carl, Kirsch, Bethany, Mr. Worth, Dan. Hello, Jennifer. There's not a chance I would ever do that again. I had my fill of that. And, no. I think the desire to run and make change in your community comes with age. I've never been interested when I was 20. That's true, because I got out when I was 22, yeah. And I agree with that as I got older. And now I'm past that stage of, no, I'm not doing that again. Not doing that again. It's not for everybody. Got to have thick skin. It's extremely thick. And in small town USA like this, it's like, with Dan knows Brent knows Dan, Carl knows Bethany knows them all, they know each other. It's all interwoven, and you've got people all over the place. So, makes it tough. But May will be here before you know it. This half of the election will be over, and then on to November. But we got a lot of things going on. We got our golf outing coming up. Haven't said it. No, you're just. I'm not that bad yet. Get off my lawn. Nah, I'd rather have a bunch of kids playing in my yard, because I know I did that. We've got our golf outing coming up before too long. I haven't set an exact date on that yet. I talked to Beth about it a little bit yesterday. We got to start getting teams and sponsorships and things like that put together. That'll be coming up end of April. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm shooting for spring. I'm ready for some frogs and crickets and noisy stuff at night when the sun goes down. I miss those nights. Looking forward to springtime and summertime in Indiana. There's not many people I'd tattoo the name on me. Did you say go? There's Joe. Seth, smaller your back, and we got a deal. Hello, Kelly. A weekend over a weekday. There you go. Joe, it's coming up. It is coming up. We gotta get it set. We're weekends. We do ours on a weekend, Matt. I double dog dare you. We're gonna have to get one of the fake ones and put it on there and snap a shot of it. Oh, I know what it is on Monday I need to do. You just reminded me, and I think after you think about it real hard for a second, you'll remember too, Seth. Oh, now that's hitting the heart there. Dun 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 dun. Paul, it's heartbreaking. Why'd you bring in Paul? I know, Joe. I'm ready. It's always a good time. Somebody else said something today. Who was talking about the golf outing? I forget who it was. Someone was asking. So they must be waiting on me to make a post, because I've had like 3 or 4 people. When's that golf outing? It's coming. And the secret is Porch Time has their own golf cart now. So I might need a trailer to take it out there and bring it back. What do you have to do Monday, and why should I know? Think about it, and I'll message you I'll just text you when I get off, Seth. When I get off. I'm turning this into a job now. When I get out of here. And once I text it to you, you'll be like, oh, that's right. Looking forward to that. I'm going to try to make that happen on Monday. Meet with somebody. Let's just put it that way. Uh-oh. Prayers to the ambulance driver or police or fire that's just headed out. We hear them all down here. I mean, all night, all day, here they come. Sounds like it's coming from downtown. Okay, they're heading out. Maybe. Anyway. So we got that coming up. We got the fair coming up. We got the pre-fair concert coming up, which is right next to where I live now. Can't wait for that. All this stuff is coming up. Concert season's about ready to kick off here real soon. As we're rolling through the end of winter and turning towards spring, things are going to pick up real busy. I have a few of you, I apologize. My daughter got sick. I was sick. Got busy a little bit on some stuff outside of work. And if you've asked me in the last 3 weeks, hey, can I be on the show? I know I have someone scheduled for Monday for something. Other than that, what I'm talking about. And I can't find the text. I've looked through my phone. So if you show up tomorrow night and I'm not here, text me. But I also got to set up our Monday night. So exciting post that the crew's going to be back on the square. Yep. Tread Trimmers, I believe, will be back on the square. I think it was, did Brad post that, Matt? One of them did. I'll talk to Sam. That'll be fun. And like I said, it's gonna be nice out before we know it. We got to get through a couple warm days. I just heard something weird. I will tell you this: it'll be 60 again before the end of the month. I saw that in the long term. 60 on the 28th. We're getting there, folks. It won't be long. I'll be walking around with a tank top and Daisy Dukes on in my golf cart. No photos, please. I'm excited. But we have a lot of stuff coming up, and it starts with the golf outing that I'm really looking forward to. That is our favorite time of year. It is the funnest day of the year for us. Helps us get scholarships, and some of the cash goes directly towards us at Porch Time. It helps us function. It's the only event we do that helps us keep things going and growing here, along with sponsorships for scholarships. Hello, Kevin Abel. So we love it. We enjoy going out there with Doug's course out at Foxcliff. And it's an all-day event, and there's, 40? How many teams do we get? 38 or whatever. We fill the course 3 times over. And it's a motley crew, to say the least, but we have a blast. Hello, Cynthia. It's a long day. The only one that trumps us as far as size-wise, is Otis with his Heroes Wildlife Adventure, his golf outing that he does later in the year, and his golf outing is phenomenal. So we're happy to hold the torch for a couple years and then hand it over to Otis and Dee, and they have the largest event out there now, and we love it. And we're happy to support Foxcliff and Doug and the rest of them. Before I get off here, I want to go back over. Let's see. Hello, Kagan. Hope you're fine, sir. See those right there? TT's Sweet Treats. Trinity Hansel. Drop those off tonight. Told me that I could eat a couple, and I did. I know. I shouldn't have. See, I got helmet head going on here with my hat, but I'm letting it grow out. And it's getting some volume to it, folks. Look at that. I'm trying to grow bangs again. Think that's going to happen? Anyway, she dropped those off tonight, and I had a couple of them. They're phenomenal. Wait a minute. There's one of the most... I got to put my glasses on. There's one of the most outstanding human beings on the planet. Oh, and he's saying the magic word. Never been more ready for spring my entire life. Got tomato, pepper plants about 3 inches now, and can't wait to see some green again. Oh, I know it. And on top of all that, I'm pretty sure I hear the crappie bluegill calling my name. Larry, God is my witness. If there comes a chance this summer that you're down there at your favorite watering hole just south of town, I want to make it a point to have a porch time meeting with myself, you, and Mr. Baker, and anybody else you bring along, at that location, and we can discuss everything there is about life. And we will share a moment there. Kagan, you be careful, sir. I've threatened that. Tim threatened that. Well, this is the year, my gosh, 2026. We're gonna make it happen. I want to spend the evening down there, or all night. I don't, whatever it takes, at Ralphville on the boat. And yes, I'm looking forward to it. There is no better tasting fillet than a crappie. And it's fun to catch as any fish. Got to make that happen this summer. And I tell you, I think I've told you this before. I very seldom went fishing after my dad passed. Because me and Timmy and my dad were the ones that went. And then Timmy and I went a couple times. And last time I went fishing, me and Tim were out at Swangos. And I've not picked up a pole since that day. And it almost would be poetic justice for me to go down to your place the next time I fish. Because me and him and others throughout time, many Friday and Saturday nights, you'd find us on the river or at a lake around here. Some lakes we can't say because we snuck into. Some of them are pretty popular in this immediate area right now. Covered in mud and worm guts and all sorts of stuff. But we did a lot of fishing, especially at night. Always. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kagan. Be safe. God bless you, sir. So I think it would be the right thing to do is go down and every time I pull a crappie, I'll say thank you, Tim. So he'll be mad. He might try to stuff one of us in the hole, but oh my gosh, we'll have a good time, Larry. I'm ready for some. I'm ready for green. I agree with you on that. It's depressing how brown it gets around here. Just brown everywhere. Turd brown from one end of the state to the other, and you don't realize. I always like that first time come springtime when the temperature's above 60 or something. You get a really good rain, and you wake up the next morning and everything just boom. God's brought it back to life. And even just driving to work, I'm like, man, it's really green today. You can tell. That's always a spring and fall, my two favorites, but completely different reasons. But spring is such a magical moment, and life is restored, and green is everywhere, and I love it. Looking forward to that. Do not forget TT Sweet Treats. Larry, she snuck in here and forced me to eat. Trinity did, to eat 2 of these cupcakes tonight. Amazing. Trinity Hansel. Look her up. Follow her on Facebook. Look at her goods. Phenomenal young lady that really knows how to bake and do treats and things like that. And I appreciate her dropping those off tonight. Out of the blue. I've not had a sweet treat in a while from anywhere. And she made it a point to come in here tonight and drop those off. And God bless her, because I was craving some sugar. Hello, Nicole. How are you, dear? That's all I got. Look for the golf outing stuff coming up. Beth-wise, if you want to sign, let me know. If you need to get registered to vote, let me know. May 5th, I think, is the next election. Dan's the same way. If you want to sign, let me know. I'm helping both. You don't have to do that. That is entirely your business. But I support them both. They're good folks. And I enjoy being around them. And I think the county, it'll do the county well to have them both working for us in different capacities. So, what's been on 37 minutes? That's long enough. 8:40. I know I got a show Tuesday night. I got something Monday night, and if you're on here and I've said something to you, let me know. I'm good, Nicole. Thank you, dear. If not, I've looked through my phone and messages. It's one of the things I did not. I can hear Beth. Did you write it down? No, or I wouldn't be asking you and Corey. Somebody out there has messaged me and asked me. I was like, what about Monday night, 7 p.m.? We can do that. Okay. I remember typing that. I got to find it. Tuesday night, Bible for Dummies. Wednesday night, I might have something else. Regardless about the show Monday night, I've got a meeting I have to have, and that involves Steph. And I think he knows what I'm talking about. So, thanks for popping on with me. Hopefully we won't have a ton of spring storms this year. We need the rain. Larry needs the rain. American Basement Solutions. Your basement, your crawl space, your foundation. You need any of that looked at, get a hold of Larry. That Larry that was just on here, Larry Ralph. Talk to Larry. Message him. Say, hey, Kevin messaged you on Facebook. Said something about you on Facebook. I need my crawl space looked at. Seth, you're a wise student, young man. I'll message you here in a minute. And if you want me to call, I will on my long drive home, 30 seconds. So, love you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. Thanks for sticking with us, especially during the storms. I don't know how to convey it. I'm here for you guys. And I know some of you guys just want to have someone there that you can listen to. And I get it, 100%. I'm not a big fan of them either. It's okay to say, hey, I don't like storms. And I'm humbled when I get those messages. Hey, thanks for being there for me. I'm home alone. I know it wasn't going to be horrible, but my panic, and I'm glad to have you there. And dude, every time I'm tired and I don't want to come in here and go online and it's going to be a 5-hour show of doing storms and we're not going to really get anything, I remember stuff like that and I'm like, I'm staying. I'm going live. Because even if it's just one person needs us out there to hear the voice of somebody and talking and back and forth and having fun, it's worth it. And I'm glad that God gave me this ability to do it. So, love you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. And I'll see you in the next couple days, I guarantee it. Thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye.